Okay, we will call our meeting to order. Welcome everyone to our regular council meeting for August the 11th. A reminder to council to disclose any pecuniary interest or general nature thereof.
I have to disclose pecuniary interest for closed session regarding personal matter HR update.
So noted. Okay. So we'll go to approval of the agenda. Come on and Rod. All in favor? Minutes of July the 28th. Questions, comments on the minutes? All in favor? Opposed, the motion is carried. Public meeting nil, delegations nil. Agenda items number 1, Public Works. This is for our rental of tandem snowplows for the winter, well, for the next 3 winters, I guess that is. So mover and seconder to bring it forward. Come on, Todd. Any questions or comments, Joy, on contracts?
No, they're just, we've noticed a slight increase year over year again from our last time we tendered this, 6 to 8%, depending on which year it is. But not as a high increase as the previous time we went out for tender, where we really seen a significant increase. It was like 50% increase.
Yeah.
Hopefully the trends are leveling off. It's and also would like to note that we only had 2 contractors, bid on these different routes.
So that's what we're seeing, though, in general, Troy, is a lack of contractors tender.
Yes, and if you may have to look in the future towards bringing some of these beats in house if we don't get more interest out there.
Well, it'd be interesting to see the cost.
Yes.
Comparison.
I'd also like to point out that we did increase the standby rate from the previous tender. It was just to bring it up with more levels of the neighboring municipalities and what they're paying for standby rates. So hoping to keep that hourly rate a little lower where they're guaranteed a standby rate, which helps offset insurance costs, especially if you don't have a heavy winter.
Okay, thank you.
Just one question here. Like, so it is a 3-season term. In previous years, there was hikes in gas and diesel and things like that. Was there an out here to give these guys in that situation?
Yes, so we do have in the contract, we do have a fuel escalator, de-escalator clause, and it was based on rack prices. And if it goes above 5 cents up or down, it increases or decreases the hourly rate depending on how much it increases or decreases. Just for the instability or the instability of the fuel prices, it gives everybody a little more even playing field.
Okay, if there's no further questions, we'll call the vote. All in favor? Opposed? It's carried. Public Works again, and this is our winter sand contract. Mover and seconder for that one. Smokey, Rod. Any comments on this one, Troy?
Just that it's encouraging to see that our unit cost pretty much stayed similar to last year, which is a promising trend.
Good. Any questions from council? Call the vote. All in favor? Opposed? The motion's carried. Item C is a trailer agreement. This is at 152 Clarke's Road. Mover and seconder now. Todd, come on. Any questions on this? Call the vote. All in favor? Opposed? The motion's carried. D, Building Department, no demand for service agreement. Glacial Terrace. And that's off China Code. Yeah. So, yeah, so we'll get a mover and second for this one, Rod. And I'm on. So is China Cove, is that's our road, is it or no? It's not.
No, China Co is a private
And
road.
all that in there is private.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right. Any other questions? Call the vote, all in favor? Opposed, the motion is carried. And this is, E is a lift holding zone, same property. Mover and second for that. Smokey and Todd. Any questions on this one? Comments? Call the vote, all in favor? Opposed, the motion is carried. F, trailer agreement, this is on Simpson Ave. Mover and second for that, I'm on, Rod. Any questions, comments? Call the vote, all in favor? Opposed, the motion is carried. G is municipal law enforcement. And just making sure we have everybody recorded that's working for us. Mover and second for this one, Todd and Rod. Any questions on this one? Call the vote, all in favor? Opposed, the motion is carried. Item F is Museum Committee minutes for July 8th. Mover and second for that, I'm on, Rod. Any questions there? Call the vote, all in favor? Opposed, the motion is carried. I is the Drainage Committee. Mover and second for that, Todd, Smokey. Yeah. Just to understand this a little bit better, this one. So. Just get my glasses on first. So let me see, related to improving the hydraulic capacity of the bridge. So this is A. Motion to examine options for drain extension. So have they, so this here, what we're agreeing to here is to, well, it looks like to hire as well consultants.
So there's kind of twofold to these recommendations. The first one is to currently the Stokes River drain ends at the inlet side of the Copper Kettle Bridge.
Yeah.
So what the one recommendation is to look at extending that past the bridge.
Yeah.
Because right now the bridge is kind of a controlling factor of the drain.
Yeah.
And you need a sufficient outlet for your municipal drain. So it's easier to deal with if it is part of the drain. Then so look, we're the recommendation is to have our drainage superintendent look at extending a portion of the municipal drain and see the way we were told, though, it's not that big of a process to extend the drain a little further. So
Having no effect on the bridge, so it shouldn't have any effect.
no, the bridge, well, I guess it's different ways you can do it with your report. You could include the bridge as part of the drain, or you keep the bridge as part of a municipal infrastructure, but the drain itself will continue under the bridge.
But as far as the stability of the bridge, it has no impact on the stability of the bridge, but
So that's probably part of the other recommendation where they've looked at GEI looking at the structural engineer from GEI looked at if a person could clear some of the rock underneath the bridge to increase the hydraulic capacity.
Yeah.
And so that that's the other part of this recommendation is here is to continue on with that. And the engineer had sent a report to the drainage committee saying that it would increase the hydraulic capacity because as council is aware, we did improvements upstream in the Stokes River, breaking rock over the last while. Now the controlling factor is under the bridge. So they've already investigated if it's possible to do. And it is if you stay away from the footings and use certain methods. So like no hydraulic hammers or, something that would possibly deteriorate the footings. So this recommendation is to have GEI continue on with that and possibly go out to tender, if council wishes to go forward with something like this. To complete the work to break the rock, or not break the rock, but remove the rock.
To go to tender here?
Pardon me, sir?
Are we agreeing to go to tender in one of these recommendations?
What the recommendation is to have the engineer prepare a report so you could, so then it would be brought back to council to see if
Okay.
Council wishes to proceed with that.
Yeah.
So you'd have to do a bit of a design and, you'd have to go further than what they're just preliminary inspections were.
Yeah. Okay.
And I would believe it would be something that, we would have to look at budget time because I think the original estimates were, around $70,000. To remove some of the rock underneath the bridge.
That's the actual job itself.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Smokey.
Would that not involve, I just can see a lot of people having environmental concerns about that. I suppose that'll be part of what will be looked at by the engineers.
Yeah. So part of their services would include, I'm just going to read it off this email here with attend the site to obtain some more detailed measurements of the bridge and channel flow, the profile. Prepare drawings to illustrate the channel profile and propose a profile beneath the bridge. So the proposed profile. Prepare drawings for use in approvals. So you'd have to go get approvals from DFO, M&R. Assist with preparing tender documents in conjunction with the municipality's purchasing department and assist with reviewing the tenders and selective bidders if the municipality decides to go out for tender, and assist with the contract administration and then periodic, if we go to tender, periodic construction reviews.
Yeah, I just thought by the way it read that we were agreeing to go the full gamut without knowing what we're getting, but it's going to be brought back to us.
Yeah, like before they can give really a detail of what it would cost, they have to do more. Yeah.
I don't think this is the first time we've done that kind of work. Under a bridge.
This from his original review, it said that it would improve the hydraulic capacities.
Yeah.
So, and this is kind of in conjunction also with the first recommendation about looking at extending the drain.
Yeah.
Because then if it was extended, you could assess that back to the municipal drain.
Yeah. Any further questions? Call the vote. All in favor? Opposed? The motion is carried. Other business. No. Go to correspondence. MPP Paul Vickers, Ontario, expanding palliative care access in Greybury Zone Center. Come on. Any questions, comments? Call the vote. All in favor? It's carried. We go to bylaws. We have two bylaws. One is appointing our municipal law enforcement officers, and the other is the confirmatory bylaw. Movement. I'm all smoking. Any questions? Call the vote. All in favor? Motion carried. 10, closed session. The council move into closed meeting. The CAO and clerk in attendance pursuant to section 239(2) of the Municipal Act 2001 as amended for the following reasons. Personnel matters about an identifiable individual, including municipal employees, HR update, and C, a proposed or pending acquisition or disposition of land by the municipality, arena property update. Mover and seconder for that one, Rod and Todd. All in favor? Carried. Lindsay says we're on. We're on, so reporting from closed. Council met in closed session with the CAO and clerk in attendance to discuss personnel matters about an identifiable individual, including municipal employees, HR update, and a proposed or pending acquisition or disposition of land by the municipality. And it is the arena property update. And council, so reporting from closed, we approved the closed minutes from July 28, 2025. And direction was given to our CEO. And that concluded our discussions in Canada. So that brings us to the very last one, which is adjournment for the day. Smokey, Amon, and Todd. All in favor?